Hello and welcome to the Fantasy Premier League video showing you how my team did in Game Week 34 and what my team looks like going into Game Week 35. So Game Week 34 was the second double game week of the season, the first proper one where there's quite a few teams. So we got 71 points, only 7 points above the average of 64. It was very disappointing, we got very unlucky. In net, Schmeichel got 1 point as Leicester lost 2-1 to Burnley. And then in the 0-0 draw against Southampton, he managed to get injured at the end of the Burnley game, so he didn't play in the clean sheet. So that's very disappointing. He would have got like 6 more points at least. So that is very disappointing indeed. Going into defence, also disappointing. Van Dijk played once in a 3-0 against Bournemouth, happy with the 6-point return. However, Christensen played against Southampton in a 3-2 loss and then didn't even play against Burnley in the 2-1 victory. So that was also disappointing. Won't be going near Christensen going into the end of the season. Too much of a rotation risk. Lowton, 3 points. Played in both games, 2-1 over Leicester, could have ended up winning that with a clean sheet, unfortunately they didn't, and 2-1 against Chelsea, he was just a cheap option to get into the defence. Going into the midfield, Willian, 4 points, he got an assist against Southampton, I was happy with that. However, he didn't even play against Burnley in the 2-1 victory. I was very disappointed. I was gutted to hear that him and Christensen were on the bench as well as Schmeichel being injured. It was very unfortunate. Salah, 8 points, Mr. Reliable. He got a goal against Bournemouth, very happy with that. Then Mahrez and Son. Mahrez got no return at all. He played both games, so he just got the 5 points. Reasonably disappointed for someone priced at 9 million. Son, he didn't play much of the game against Manchester City, however Tottenham didn't play very well. And then against Brighton, he played the whole 90 minutes and managed to get himself an assist. Unfortunately, no bonus points. Then we did use our triple captainship on Lukaku. It could have gone worse because he had a few chances against West Brom, should have scored 1, maybe 2. Unfortunately, no goals in that. And then when I heard he was on the bench against Bournemouth, I was absolutely gutted. However, he did come off the bench and get a goal in the last half hour, as well as a bonus point. So 8 points, triple captain. It's not the best, however, it could have been much worse if he didn't come on against Bournemouth or didn't manage to score. So overall, 8 points, it's disappointing, but not too bad. Aubameyang, he got himself an assist in Arsenal's loss to Newcastle. And then Vardy, he got a goal against Leicester, against Burnley in the 2-1 loss, and no goals against Southampton. So overall, my single game week players in Van Dijk and Salah turned out to get the biggest returns after Lukaku and Vardy, who only scored once at each, so it was fairly disappointing. So now let's look at my team going into Game Week 35. Hopefully we can do better in this game week. So in net, this is the blank game week, so there's only 8 teams playing. In net, Fabianski's on my bench. Ederson has Swansea at home, should be a clean sheet for Manchester City. In defence, we've got Van Dijk. He's one of the only fit Liverpool centre-halves at the moment, so he should definitely be starting. Away against Stoke for Lowton. If Stoke are going to stay in this league, they're going to have to beat Burnley, but I'm backing Burnley to get a clean sheet in this game. And then Watford away for Crystal Palace. Hopefully Sacco can do the business for us. Going into midfield, we're going to be captaining Sterling at home to Swansea. It's the first game at the Etihad since City have won the league. So hopefully Sterling can get in on the act and hopefully City batter Swansea. So Sterling is my captain choice. We've also got Sane in the side, so doubling up on City attackers. That should be good. Lots of returns hopefully from those two. And we've got Salah away against West Brom. Could be a bit rotated. Hopefully he's not. Then the other two midfielders, Kennedy and Zaha. Kennedy has Everton away. If he gets any returns from this, I'll be very happy, but I'm not expecting it. I'm just expecting 2 points. Zaha, Watford away. Hopefully he can continue his fine form and get a goal. And then the two strikers, we've got Ashley Barnes away against Stoke. Ashley Barnes has been in fantastic form as of late. He's only got an ownership of 4.8%. In his last 5 games, he's got a goal there. Goal. So he's got 4 goals. 5 goals in his last 7. Fantastic form from the Burnley striker. And then West Ham at home for Aubameyang. It's a captain option, however I'm going to stick with Sterling because hopefully he can get in on the act as City celebrate their winning the league. Arsenal, Arsene Wenger's just been confirmed that he's leaving the club, so hopefully they'll put on a great show in one of his last ever games at the Emirates Stadium. So that's how my team did in Game Week 34, fairly disappointing, and this is what my team looks like going into Game Week 35. If you've enjoyed this video, then please drop it a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hopefully everyone has a great end to the season in fantasy football. Thanks for watching.